Okay, this is yet another video on the duel spec from Shadow Swordsman. This time with a couple of changes that were recommended on the Shadow Swordsman Discord. First thing that I'm changing so far is not only did I get rid of my purple assault aptitudes, but after seeing the damage that Furious Attack was doing on my last video, I started wondering whether I should fully commit into a Furious Attack build. And so I did it. And now I'm running Furious Attack on the helmet. I still have not found Furious Attack on the shoulder guards, so I'm running a Blue Swift on there. I got Furious Attack on my armor. My waist or the belt has Blue Swifts, but everything else is either green Furious Attack or blue Furious Attack. And then one of the changes is instead of straight up going to 50% crit, now we're going down to 47%, and the reason is we're gonna crit pot, right, to get to 48%, but then there's another rune, there's an emblem, sorry. First off, here's the talents. This is a build, a talent build that I saw on Discord. It was linked by Maximum from Team Liquid, but I believe this is a build from KK Sharp, who is a dual Shadow Swordsman from the Chinese server. So I decided to test out this build alongside with all of the Furious Attack aptitudes, and then on my last video I was using Shatter, and I mean, I've been saying the whole time, I'm not sure if what I'm doing is correct. Shatter is incorrect. Crush, even though it was giving me more DPS with Shatter, I just was not fully committing into the build. The Furious Attack build and stuff. But now with the talents set up, the emblems set up, and having Crush make sure that I crit more, it actually helps out. And then I also moved Sprawl over to this socket. So if I go back here, you're gonna see that I have I moved my intertwined fates over here. So I'm losing out on 50% increased cooldown, but I'm still at 19 point something. So I'm still where I want to be. But now, because I'm boosting with Sprawl, because my Sprawl has upper left and upper right, now both of these resonance nodes are being boosted. And that makes sure that my Inscribed Stone is up when my Thirst Battle and my Frenzy Throw are up. So it makes that window a lot more powerful for me. And that's becoming the new thing. As of maybe yesterday, you just fully go into those resonance nodes and that burst window is very strong. So this is what I'm doing right now because I tested it, and yeah, the damage is real. My last video, I ended on 4.3k, which at the time, because I just started playing the spec, it seemed high, especially because I was a cunning player and I was not capable of doing 4.3 while playing cunning at the time. This is already like 1 week ago. I've been playing Duel for 1 week. But now, man, Duel can just do so much damage. This is actually a very impressive spec in terms of the damage output, just pure damage output. So we're gonna see the rotation. There's also a couple of changes. I'm still gonna start off as I always do with 4163. So it's 4163, and then typical 2-1 spam, and you just make sure, as always, the prio system is to land your 3, 4 on the weakness spots. If you can land a 2 on the weakness spots, go for it. But just make sure 1 and 2 are moving you around the weakness roulette. Anytime your 3 is up, go to that weakness spot, cast 3. Anytime 4 is up, move to that weakness spot, cast 3. Unless you are waiting to line up your 4 with your 6. So it's the same rotation. What I'm changing right now was suggested on the Shadow Swordsman Discord, which is when you are in your inscribed stone window, which is right now. As you can see, I'm about to get my inscribed stone, I'm about to get my thirst battle, and I'm about to get my frenzy throw all at the same time. This is what you want. This is exactly what you want. Now I'm just moving to that weak spot. I'm getting there. Once I'm there, I'm gonna wait for my 3. And now, okay, this is the change that I've made. Before, I would once again go into 4, 1, 6, 3, and then I would use the same opening until Thirst Battle was gone, and then I would go into my Inscribed Stone. Incorrect. And I suggested it was incorrect. I even said in the video, I don't know what to do in my Inscribed Stone window. This is what feels good right now, but it's probably wrong. And it ended up being wrong because what I was told to do on the Discord is you go 4, 6, 7, 3, and then 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 3. Obviously, because you're during your Inscribed Stone window. And then you still have enough Thirst Battle and maybe enough Frenzy Throw to use your 2. The thing is, with this build, because you're investing so much into 3, you want to get 3 as much as you can. Because you're not so invested into Swift Strike. Now, all of a sudden, you don't really care that much about landing your Swift Strikes. It'd be great to get them on weakness spots. It'd be great to get them off during your Frenzy Throw and Thirst Battle window. But the priority is your Furious Attack. And you're going to see why later on when I'm done with the test. But it's 4, 6, 7, 3, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 3. And then I go 2, and then I go 2. And I'm still in Thirst Battle, so you have more than enough time to get all of that off. And that's really the only change that I made as far as the rotation goes. But it is a huge change because my burst during that window is that much higher. But now, because we swapped out our blue Swifts for just pure Furious Attack aptitudes, even if they're green, they are good. Because this is your main damage button. Swift Strike used to be my main damage button in the previous videos. But now it's Furious Attack and it's not even close. And Furious Attack is doing way more than Swift Strike. And I think it is correct to go Swift Strike. Furious Attack, I'm sorry. It just does so much damage. It's too much. So here we go. I mean, it's 54k, 54k again. And then this one was 13k. I'm still not clean with it because I'm learning it. It's new. But I mean, you can see the burst, 254k furious attacks, and I'm sure it can go higher because, well, first off, it can 100% go higher because I still have 2 more pieces of gear that I can get furious attack aptitudes on, and again, this is not, I'm not burst potting. I'm not using a team potion basin. There's no barbecue feast here. Obviously, I'm not in execute range. I do have a crit potion just to make sure that I can get to or close to that 50%. The emblem is going to take care of the rest for me, the crush emblem. So this is really good setup. I really like it. And I'm not losing anything important. Actually, I'm gaining talents by removing the 3 points in the increased crit rate. And I also said it on the video. See, that's another 54k. That's an 18k, 23k. So that wasn't as bursty, but it's still really good damage. So yeah, I mean, this is another. I always do 5 to 6 minutes. It's what I think is correct. And I'm at 4.7, almost 4.8, and we are well into this pool. I'm just gonna let it run out. I'm not gonna pause it anymore. I'm not trying to have another way too long video. If you wanna watch the other videos, even though I don't recommend them at this point because there's a lot of wrong information on there, this is actually a lot better. There might be mistakes in the rotation, but the thought process behind everything now is way smoother. And the increase in damage just lets you know that what you're doing now is correct. It was to be expected though. I knew that I was just starting Duel and there was no way I was doing everything correct. 54k furious attack, 19k furious attack, 25k. It'd be nice to see. I still have not fought our raid boss with this build, so the damage is going to be very high. I mean, I'm at 5k right now. So I ended at 5k. It's going down. It bugged out. It was a 5.5-minute pull. It was 5k. Let me go back to that real quick. So it says 4.8, but you can see here I was at see, like I was at 5k. I believe when I was finishing my burst I was at 5k or something. Let me see. Yeah, because I feel like here I do one more. Yeah, that's one more crit that gets me to 5k. And then while I pull off the dummy, yeah, it just goes down. And it bugs out and it keeps going down. But that's a 5k pull with no raid buffs, nothing, just a crit pot. No burst potions or anything else. 5.5 minutes, very good test. And now Furious Attack is doing 22.4. That is way too much. 48% of my damage. And by the way, I'm pretty sure in a raid environment, it will do more percentage than that because there's, I don't know, it just feels like the way it works out, it would make it higher. And then obviously, this is 5k. You kind of add maybe 400 to 500 DPS in a raid environment because of your execute talent. So this is like a 5.5k maybe. And whenever you go into all of the other buffs, it may be even higher. So this spec is now capable of doing 5k. I'm not sure how other specs are performing, but this is really good. So yeah, whatever I was saying on the other videos, just make sure that I stated that I was just starting to play the spec and that things over there were probably going to be incorrect, a lot of the things. This is really the first video where I feel like I have a pretty good understanding of what I'm doing. And obviously, I have to thank all of the people on the Discord. I mean, I keep reading the comments, and every day there's something new that I pick up on, and I test it, and it just, the DPS has increased substantially. My last video I did 4.3. This is 5k. This is a 700 DPS increase. And I did not add any buffs or anything. Just a crit potion, but it was because I wanted to make sure that I get to 50% with the crush emblem. That's all there is to it. Nothing else. 5k DPS, very good spec. And I made many mistakes still during the rotation, I'm pretty sure. So this can go even higher. And it is a fun spec as well. So yeah. Thank you for watching. Comment down below if you see some things that I can improve on in my rotation, because I still have some doubts sometimes whether I should go for a 2 or a 3 or just wait or just go. So yeah. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys around.